You know what, bees? Today's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Sundays are Locrian Mode. It be the Locrian Mode. The Locrian Mode. The Locrian Mode. It be the Locrian Mode. Locrian Mode. We're gonna do some low crying today? Huh? Are we? Are we gonna do some low crying? Yeah. The Locrian Mode. The Locrian Mode starts on F sharp. This F sharp mode, Locrian Mode, because it's March. March is the set of modes that starts on G, the Ionian mode. Yeah. March. It's G Ionian. And it makes Monday. Well, because Pope Gregory, that's how that works. Because Pope Gregory chose Sunday, the Locrian mode, for the papal chant. See? And that automatically made Monday. The Ionian mode Monday. See? But that's okay because Ionian means singularity, right? Yeah, huh? And Dorian means duality. So Ionian means Monday, Tuesday is a duality, Wednesday is the wedding day. Yeah, when everything started to go, move, the motion. Phrygian mode. See, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Nixon, Lydian, Aeolian, Locrian. That's today. And they mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's what they originally meant in Greek. And these were sacred words because it meant Ionian was like the start of things, and we decided to move away from that to have life, and it became a duality, the twain. Yeah, and then the loneliness, infinite loneliness went away, but the infinite boredom persisted. And so what we got after that was action, Phrygian mode, Wednesday, the wedding day. That's when the duality started to interact. Yes, and then they had daughters, the Lydian mode, the city Lydian in Greece. There would be named a city named after the daughter, the first daughter. Yeah. See how that mythology works? But see, there's some truth to it because all things have to start from a single place. Like everything starts from a single cell. Yeah. And it's like, well, we had a singularity at the start of our Big Bang, our particular universe. Yeah. There's more than one universe. Yeah, there's more than one Big Bang happened. Yeah. Before our Big Bang, there was another Big Bang. Yeah, there's a Big Bang going on right now. As a matter of fact, I don't think our Big Bang's over with yet. There's two functions they call it the expanding universe. There's two things that I have theories about that kind of explain what's going on. The redshift, see, because we kind of got a feeling that the waves in all of existence are kind of like the waves in a pond in water or in air. You know, if you get a loud enough sound, you're at a concert, for instance, you can actually read it with a meter, with a guitar tuner or something, or a frequency analyzer. You can start. You got to be really loud. You started out, lots of volume and lots of area, lots of speakers, so it's like it really radiates a long way. If you radiate it long enough, you get far enough away, you'll see a pitch shift. It slightly goes lower in pitch. Then have the same thing with the pond. You drop a pebble in the pond. If you could keep going along without disturbing the pond, like if you were hovering over the pond, and you keep going, in time you would see that wave pattern actually shift to a lower frequency. What's going on is I think it's a loss of momentum. And the same thing would hold true for a light wave, which means, well, guess what? Ultimately, it starts out at a frequency, and then long distance, frequency gradually fades. It's lower and lower and lower and lower, and goes long enough distance, eventually fades away. I think it's a mechanism to make sure that sound and vibrations eventually dissipate. It's just a theory. We got to prove it. We're going to do some experiments. Okay? So those will be coming. In the meantime, we're doing music lessons today. Locrian Mode. Today's Locrian Mode. So let's get that done. Huh? Let's get the Locrian Mode taught. Okay. Hi, everyone. Today is Sunday. F-sharp Locrian Mode. Usually, here I didn't mention that. Now, usually in a key signature, you'll see it up here on the top here. Usually it's on the top. And I had it on the bottom yesterday because of what we were doing, and I put it on the bottom here. I can show you for a minute just to show you we're starting out on the F-sharp for F-sharp Locrian Mode. So anyway, so I've expressed that, remove that up there. Now, for clarification, I think as of yesterday, I think some of the stuff I said yesterday was talking about chords, and that we were here. Let's just take these threes down for a second and go back to yesterday for a second. We'll review, and we were talking about the D Dorian mode. The minor triad stacked on top is a major triad, makes a pentad, and that's the minor on the bottom. That's what makes it a minor. Okay, major on the top. You do that. Okay, that puts that major there and the minor there. See, the F sharp. But actually, that's a minor. That's not a minor. It's not a major, I'm sorry. See, that's what makes that a diminished chord. See? Got to make sure I clarify. Okay? So, if it were here, for instance, the next one up, the G major, that's a major triad on the bottom and a minor triad on top. But because it's down here, that puts a minor on top of a minor on top of a minor. Okay, so that makes it a diminished chord. If you add the seventh, it's a minor seventh. Minor on top of a minor. Three minors. Minor, minor, and minor. There's a pentad and a seventh. Okay, so let's get back to the scale for a second. Let's play it. Okay, and I'll show you how to play it on the guitar. Show you how to play it on the keyboard. Okay, so let's see if this is in tune. Okay. Sunday. These are colors. Could be wearing blue. Could be wearing purple. I'm wearing purple. Could use purple in the videos, whatever. Okay. February's, the astrological sign. Pisces. Aquarius. I'm sorry, Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius into Pisces is February. See, and we've got our astrological signs on this calendar clock too. Okay, that's not the correct time. I guess my battery's going low. So anyway, we're doing the F sharp Locrian mode. Starts on F sharp. Starts on F sharp. Okay, next note up is G. Next note up is A, B, C, D, E, and then the eighth note in the octave up is F sharp. So here we go. Here it is on paper. All right. So I'll show you the guitar. Here's it starts on F sharp. Okay, F sharp, G, A, expression. Oops. So tonic, submediant, subdominant, dominant, mediant. Oh, did I miss one? Okay, start over. Tonic, supertonic, submediant, subdominant, dominant, mediant, leading tone, tonic. Now, I've been talking, let's get into that now. See, I haven't expressed to you exactly what these words mean. The tonic means one, okay? It also means that's your anchor note, okay? See, and you're dominant, okay? Dominant is your next one you hang on. It's your tonic is actually more dominant than your dominant, but your dominant means it's next to your tonic. It's the next one in your expressionary table. That's what it is. It's expressionary table. So. Okay, see? Let me mix it up. Leading tone. And in the Locrian mode, it comes out really interesting. That make a good bass line. Where to use it? Oh, and then we could. And now, so now, let's the keyboard. Let's just tilt this up like that, and that like that. Okay. And then we can show you each note. I'll just do it like I've been doing it. We play the note on the guitar while I press the key here. So let's start. Let's do this octave. F sharp, G, A, okay, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and that was the octave of F sharp Locrian mode. You play a chord, for instance, if F sharp diminished on a keyboard, you end up here. F sharp, G, and C. Okay? Here's your F sharp diminished, say on the guitar, we'll use this one, for instance. Watch this. E, F sharp. Here's your major right here. G major. And there's the octave. An octave, F sharp, and chords. F sharp Locrian. So F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, Okay, see, how about that? So anyway, so there's an idea. Let's get you an idea of stuff. Okay, so now we got the pretty much that's all for March. Okay, that kind of closes out all of our lessons for the month, and so we will see you. We will see you in the lesson school in the music. We'll call it. And our show, Music Fact for Everyone, which is an ongoing show. We cover theory. By the time we cover all of the modes, standard modes, we'll be into other modes, the different scales like pentatonic scales and Bryce Pierce, is whatever you call it, or what's it called? You're what? You look it up. Hold on. So I looked this up. Here's different scales. Actually, I'm going to recommend an app. This is the coolest app. We love it. It's called Etherpad. Where is it in here? Oh, here it is. Okay. Etherpad. What you get is and I was simulating, I actually showed you this in one of the other videos, simulating the sound off this MIDI controller keyboard that wasn't plugged in using the Etherpad. Anyway, you can select a scale, for instance. Okay, so it comes with a default scale, which is kind of like a harmonica. So it gives you chords across it, skips a few notes. But here, the next one on the list is a major scale. There's major scale. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. Okay, so now watch. In the major scale, watch. We can go like here, and we're still in the major scale. Oh, here we got a size button. Let's exit that. Get the size button. Let's go to 14. It's 2 octaves, or almost 2 octaves. Okay, and here's our major scale in this key. The next octave, you'd go up here. You got to do, oops, I needed a little pin thing. Where did it go? Oh. So the next octave, okay, would be the last note, and you go up an octave. I don't know where it's at. This one? That would be the next note. Okay, anyway, so now, guess what? You get your select keys. So I'm going to select the one for this month, which is G. Okay. And now you can play G major scale. Okay, now let's play the Locrian mode though. Okay. Here's our F sharp. Oh, here. Said we. See, and you're starting here. Anyway, so now here's another scale, for instance. We'll get into some more. Here's where you're stat with a minor scale, and that gives you, starts you here. And it just starts, all it's doing is start you out in a new spot over here. Okay, if you're, but here's some others. You can get pentatonic. Pentatonic skips notes. That's basically pentatonic scale. You can see it on a keyboard. This would be pentatonic. The key is F sharp, actually. It's just the black keys. Okay, and it sounds like that. See? And but if you do pentatonic in a different key, it wouldn't be just the black keys, but it'd be like the black keys. All right, here's a different scale. Let's hear a flamingo scale. The flamingo scale puts a sharp in. Hear it? Okay, now, see? And then there's another blues scale. Okay, you got that? See how cool that is? So now, it's all in how you place the whole and half tones. All right, this scale, the chromatic scale, is all half tones. Okay, here's chromatic. This is I'll show you here on the guitar, chromatic scale. Okay, just like this. I'll start out on a little E string. Okay, so like that. You can go. Okay. You get the idea. This stuff is not that hard. The whole feel is the information stuff is really pretty easy. The whole hard part about learning instruments is training your fingers. That's where you got exercises you can do, like running the chromatic scale, okay, or running any of the scales. Just run the scales; it'll train your fingers, and then you can skip around and play. Well, when you run the other scales, come on, scales, okay. Here's whole tone scales. That's no half steps. Okay, yeah, huh? See, then here's another kind. Whole tones. There you got octonic. Which, that's kind of different, weird. Then there's how do you say that? There's one I was going to look up. Bolin Pierce. Here's how it's spelled. I mean, you can't see it really. Maybe, yeah, okay. All right, this is what this sounds like. Dracula music. Okay, here, watch. You go down a low octave. This is Vincent's Price. Yeah, see, music is so fun once you learn it all, how to use it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for this month. This is lesson number 7. Join us next month. We'll be on the 1st this time, the 1st of the month. April Fool's Day, actually. April Fool's Day. And we're going to do something foolish on April Fool's Day. Or maybe something goofy. Yeah. So also on April's 1st day, I think we want to do a science experiment on April Fool's Day. Because April Fool's Day, we'll do a foolish science experiment. Not really foolish. No, I don't do anything foolish. But I'll show you something foolish before I do the experiment. Is that it'll be April Fool's Day? Right? Okay, something like that. So, next month. Next month will be A flat, which has, I'll take this out of here just to show you. Next month, we start out on A flat. We'll start here on A, right here, this one, A. And A flat, if you count it upwards, A flat, you'd be in A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E, F, G, and A flat. Okay, how do you do that? You basically count it up. Okay. So I can remember this. I'll write it in pencil so I can erase it. Okay, let's go. This is next month. There's a little primer. Get you started in advance on next month. I'll show you the key signature for next month. A flat. Okay? So you start out, watch, you can start on this line. You know, remember, that tag, E. E, I mean, because it's F clef, you know that's an E. So it's E, E, F, G, A, right? So you put a little flat on A. I can't really see that very well. Okay, a little flat on A. Okay? And that's down here. You could actually be up here. Let me show you where it belongs, okay? Let me show you correctly. Okay, let's go here. A little flat on A flat. Okay? A flat. You count it up, B flat. Okay? C, D, E flat. Okay? F, G, and A flat. There's the key of A flat next month, people. Be sure to tune in, okay?